Hello, Tomas. So I'm very happy that you are here. This week I would like to ask you about your job position and your IT career. And first of all, I would like to ask you that if you could introduce yourself. For example, what are you doing now in IT? What was your past positions and so?
Hi Sergej, thank you for invitation. So currently I have a job position titled as a SAP BW consultant. It means SAP business warehouse consultant. Basically it's a role combined with technical and a consultant with the consultancy skills. It's been more than 7 till 8 years I am in this field. Basically from the beginning of my career after university studies.
So it's true that you have a university degree.
Some say yes, some say no, but no one saw it.
Okay. Please
The degree,
continue.
the degree. Since my studies, where I studied business informatics, basically the combination of the economics and informatics together, I have this passion with combining those two skills till today. Basically, I had a luck with the job position. It was my first one in test systems, and currently my second employer, IBM. I am practicing the same tasks, but in different field of industry. First it was telecommunication, now it is oil business, but the main topic is the same. I am trying to build a data warehouse. Basically, the data warehouse is one big data storage combined of the multiple sources, and this data warehouse is the main area from where all intelligence, basically the reports are taken from.
Okay, but first your IT job was in test systems, aka Deutsche Telekom,
Yes, that's correct.
and you were there, or many people knows you like ABAP developer in retirement. Is true? Or
Yeah, this
could
is
you
a
tell
funny
me-
story. This is a funny story because before my full-time employment, I was a part-time student in Deutsche Telekom as well for more than one and a half year. Basically, it was diverse. Basically, it was divided with Erasmus studies in Austria. But after my return, I was touching first time the SAP as a product. And since the user knowledge of SAP, I try to get myself more familiar with this SAP project, which I am basically stuck with it today, till today. So my first choice after the end of the study was to find something similar in SAP area, and it was an open position in another department called ABAP developer. Basically, ABAP, let me introduce it. It is a development language for SAP, basically, or more or less similar to Java. But we have this also in university times, so I was kind of bit familiar with it. But it turns out that after I was hired, the project I was assigned to was more consultant, or let's say not so programmatic. This job does not require as much programmer skills as needed, so that's why I stuck with this business warehouse technology till today.
Okay, it's public secret that SAP is dead. What do you think?
Public secret is something what you used to say when when you would like to entitle your kind of area of skills. But basically, more than 80% of Standard and Poor 500 companies use SAP as a product. So I guess it's more than a good advertisement for SAP.
And what do you think in the future? What is the perspective of SAP?
Since few years ago, SAP became more cloud company than standard enterprise software. and that's why it delivers more and more product based on cloud. Also, one of its highlight, I'm talking every time in a BB area, is new product. Basically, it's more than 2 or 3 years already on the market, but it's called SAP Analytic Cloud. It combines those cloud technologies with data analysis, data visualization, predictive analysis, and combines a lot of ads from business warehouse or standard business warehouse, and it is a big competition to standard visualization slash analyzation product like Power BI and others.
Okay, and could you tell more or maybe more detail about your current job position? What is the mainly task? What are you doing from Monday to Friday and so on?
Since there is no coffee machine inside the office anymore,
and you are going now in the office, or
so I cannot do the usual stuff, bring to my boss in every morning.
Yes, but this you were doing in Deutsche Telekom.
Yes. And I was trying to build my career also in a new company, but it was not successful since Corona. So that's why I had to build it from the scratch, and I had to do much more technical stuff. I jumped into dive water with the project already being started at IBM, and it was oil industry. It is still continuing, ongoing project. This oil industry project was implementing new technologies from a new release of SAP, the BB, and we were rebuilding the whole data warehouse from the previous version to the new one with latest technologies and optimization of the, let's say, processes, some consolidation, and you have those flows of data from multiple sources, and we were able to minimize the flows, the number of flows and the targets. So the consolidation, I guess, was somehow completed and successful. And nowadays we are still, let's say, taking care about this project, since the go live is already done. Go live is already done, but nowadays we are doing incidents, some best tuning and optimization.
Okay, I will ask on other hand. Could you explain, for example, when it's children here, for example, 10 years, and some explanation, what is your main task, for example, every day? To children, that they will understand.
Okay. I imagine you as a little Sergej.
Okay.
who want to buy sweets from a foreign guy. Yeah. As I was every time talking about data, it's basically the oil of the future, or gold of the future.
Okay.
Or not just data, but also the economic result of the data, this intelligence taken from the data. First of all, you have to have the proper way of data every morning, every day. Let's say currently in cloud it is immediately. So first of all, you have to ensure that the correct data is taken from the source system, basically from everyday operation of companies, and this data is delivered and transferred to the target. We can imagine it as a big book, big cube, big box of the data from multiple sources to the one target. And this route, this path of the data, is called data transfer or data flow or data transfer process. And it has to be successful finished. And let's say if you imagine a database or any relationship or even Excel, you have to be stored somewhere and saved. and this is let's say activation of the data, or it successfully stores the data where it should be. This is the first, let's say, monitoring part of my daily job. It is of course automated, but in case of some errors, you have to investigate what is missing, what is wrong, why it failed, and how you can restart it. Because every time it goes smooth, but sometimes from time to time you have to step in and understood the error or the problem. So this is like the first step in the morning, and to continue with my mainly daily task, as I said, currently is well-being or after go live phase. That means the project is still supported by developers, because from time to time the users finds the things which was not tested, because of the shortened budget, shortened time, and so there are some incidents which are needed to take care about. If some data, as I said, are not correct, or if the logic of the data transfer, because there are multiple steps, multiple adding multiple transformation. I can talk about that transformation a lot, but you can imagine from the simple data, you would like to retrieve another columns from the database, another parts, you want to rotate the data, shorten, prolong, to select from another source. At the end you want some simple number, but during the step it is like multiple process of the small calculations for mathematical operation of small selects. So from time to time, the user discovers that this value is not right in their reports, and you have to investigate the root cause, why they are expecting the different number, and you are giving them the wrong one. So this is mainly incident solving or incident management part.
Okay, and what about certificates do you have? Or what is, for example, what now you have, or what is the plan? What do you
Yeah,
want to
there's a
do?
good question, because in IT you will never need you cannot sleep for too long.
I heard that you, sorry that I interrupt you, I heard that you have Microsoft Office certificate.
Yes, yes. I mean, if you not write in your CV Excel advanced, you are not taken to the second interview, of course. Yeah, but Excel is another big
Challenge for you.
challenge, not only for me.
Okay.
Certificates are very good question. Currently, I had a chance to attend and also successfully finish a certificate for the new technology I was talking about a few minutes ago. It is SAP Analytic Cloud, and it is my also desire and will to be working in with this project in near future. This certification exam took me like 3 months to pass, also with the study, and currently I am preparing myself to take a first project in this area, also in oil industry within my company.
Okay, and what do you want to have in the future, for example? What kind of certificate? Some, for example, especially in SAP, or what are you doing? What is good to have, for example?
Good to have is everything in IT, but the most important, and also combined with this skill set, is good knowledge of SQL, standard SQL databases. I have the opportunity to study here as well in the technical university, and it was smooth transition from the studies time to the work area. Thanks to the multiple companies, I had the chance also to participate or had a short, let's say, full short. I had the chance to have a short employment, a short employment within my studies. Since like maybe a decade, it became or it was growing as a IT industry or city with a lot of IT jobs, and till today it is growing. Of course, it has its limitation because the city is around some points. It could not be bigger and bigger. You know, you cannot fill the balloon with much more air than it is used to. So I guess currently the situation is stable, and but I'm glad that we have those companies which are like a new US Steel in our city.
Mm-hmm. And the last questions I would like to ask: what do you want to tell, for example, to students or to people they want to work in IT? Why it's good to work in IT or something like that?
I feel so young to put some advices to the students already, but never mind.
Yes, but you have experience.
Yes, but I consider today's students or young people even more active, even more ready for new challenges which IT field is going to give us in ahead. I would advise them to be more.
What do you think? Why the people or the students could work in IT, or why is good idea to work in IT field?
As we can see, we are living in a very changing world. From month to month, year to year, we are having a lot of experience of the changes which are changing our life in a good or bad shape or purpose. And the advice for younger people is not be afraid of such challenges which the world which are constantly changing, and we consider this change as something negative, but they already are born to the very quickly changing world, and that's why they are more likely to be adopted to those changes. So they could not be afraid and should not be afraid of those changes in IT, and because it gives a lot of adds to the daily life, and it could be much more. The society could be much more beneficial from the young ideas and the talents from new generation. I guess the IT field is the much more allowing and could bring rapid and quick changes to the society we are living in. So the motivation is very strong, and I guess the young generation does not have so fear as maybe we were challenging from the beginning our careers from what could be IT be, but I guess they're already born to it. So that's just to jump on it, not fear to fail, but fail quickly and grow fast, as someone says.
Okay. Okay, so that was Tomas Janosik from IBM. He's working in SAP, so many thanks for your time, and see you next time.
Thank you for the invitation. Same for you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.